I really agonized as to whether or not I should publish this video because I know a lot of young people and teenagers watch my videos. I will say this, I will publish it if you promise to adhere to a lot of the safety features, safety elements to use in a deep fat fryer. Okay? Please. The truth is you can fry just about anything or everything in hot oil. It's probably one of the quickest way to cook anything, especially meat, if you are to get something flavorful and do it in a very fast way. Having said that, let's talk about what we're doing. Bite-sized chicken pieces are a favorite at a lot of fast food restaurants. Well, you can make your own, except in your case, you will not have any of the preservatives, yellow dye number 5, 6, 7, or whatever. You'll make it the way you like it from scratch. You can even fry sausages. In this case, I wanted to fry the sausages to show you that you can fry just about anything in hot oil. When it floats to the top, chances are it's done, no matter what you're frying. Okay, so when you add anything to hot oil, be very careful. Lower whatever it is you're frying in a very gentle way, okay? No splashes. And of course, no water around hot oil. Earlier, I said whatever it is you're frying, when it floats to the top, chances are it's done. Well, there are exceptions to everything. If you're going to deep fry something, you should make them bite-sized, very thin and bite-sized. And chances are, but not always, when it floats to the top, it's done. Needless to say, you want to exercise the same degree of caution when you're removing anything from hot oil. Use something like a ladle, a metal ladle is best, and gently remove it from the hot oil. That oil is hot. It is dangerous, nothing to play with. It is very important that I mention this right now. You should be using a deep fat fryer, and you can buy one, which is the safest way to fry anything in hot oil. If you're going to use a pan like this, remember, never, but never put any more oil greater than a third the capacity of the pot. In other words, the oil should not be greater than a third the capacity of the pot. Never. That's just my rule. Now, that's something that you should keep in mind. Resist the temptation of putting too much oil in. Oh yes, these sausages were yummy. But what about chicken? Chicken is a favorite as far as deep fat frying is concerned. Frying in hot oil. And you can do it in many ways. Here I'm using a strip, for example. Cut them up in strip. Par fry them, par cook them. In other words, when I prepared this guy, all I did was to add salt and pepper. Remember, I took all the water off the chicken before I added salt and pepper. That's very important. So, what I'm doing here is to add salt and pepper, and then I'm going to deep fat fry it, knowing, going in, that because of the size of the chicken strips, I don't want to cook them fully. They're going to be like half cooked when I get done, to 2/3 maybe. But then I'll be using this chicken to make soup later. The sort of rule of thumb is that you want to, if you're going to deep fry anything, especially chicken, you want to make them bite-sized really. The smaller they are, and once they float to the top, remember that little rule? Then you want to check them and make sure that they're fully cooked. You don't want to eat half-cooked chicken now, do you? Okay, the fun is in making bite-sized chicken. Just like that. And here I added salt and pepper, of course. I put them in a plastic bag. I added a little bit of flour. I shake it up really, really well. And that way the flour will coat the chicken. And then once that happens, I put them on my ladle and I gently lower them into the hot oil. Remember, once they floated to the top, I give them an extra minute or so, and voila, this is what I have. Don't restrict yourself to just salt and pepper. Be creative. Here I added some garlic salt and some hot sauce with some soya sauce. I mean, here's where you can be as creative as you want to be. You want to create something that has your signature, something that you like. Put them in a bag. Add some flour if you want to. Shake them up really well, and then lower them ever so gently with a lot of respect and caution into the hot oil. These turned out to be very delicious, by the way, and I enjoyed them to the max. Just as I hope you will enjoy it. And don't forget, if you're going to be doing a lot of deep fat frying, get a deep fat fryer. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for sharing my videos.